At Aquatic Control, we're passionate about preserving and enhancing aquatic ecosystems. And since 1966, we've been helping college students turn that passion into a rewarding career through our internship program. After their internships end, we like to ask them a few questions about their experience and see how they felt about everything.
I know for me, I come from working on the research side of aquatic management, so to see the research put into practice has been really neat.
Probably just all the care and math that they do beforehand, because I only get to experience the treatment process, but there's a ton that goes into it.
Depending on the day, depending on who you're with, depending on what you're doing, I think you definitely learn to just kind of go with the flow, go with the day, just kind of go see what the day brings.
Talking to people and getting a professional kind of feel for things and a voice and how the professional workplace would kind of goes and the ins and outs of that.
I would say that the people here are really nice and fun and friendly, and it's pretty laid back. You're expected to get your work done, but it's also a good environment to be around.
I would say the culture is amazing. I've loved everybody that I've met so far, and everybody was super supportive, super nice. I learned a lot from whichever applicator I was with or being with the fisheries guys.
I'd say the most unexpected is whether or not you're gonna have a decent boat launch to use for that day. And I'd say in response to the unexpected is being able to improvise with what is given.
Probably the amount of surveys that we had to do all in a row, since it's a pretty short time period that we had to get them all into, so it was go, go, go. John literally was like, "You're gonna be baptized by fire your first week." I was like, "Thank you."
I mean, I'm proud that I know how to back down a boat trailer now, but also my project with the macroinvertebrates, identifying probably well over 200 of those guys. So that was not fun, but it was an interesting experience and made me feel good that I knew how to do that.
A couple of the applicators did teach me how to drive the boat, and I was actually eventually able to load it up on the trailer, and so I was pretty proud of myself for that one. And then also working on my project and looking at different dissolved oxygen levels in ponds and what that means for each pond and what goes into that. I also thought that was it was quite a bit of work, but it was definitely well worth it in the end.
On many occasions, our interns come back as full-time employees, including myself. The one piece of advice I would give is just to talk to as many people as possible and ask lots of questions of them. It's your chance to learn, so take advantage of it.
I would give my intern self, I would just tell them, pay attention more, don't stare at your phone when you're driving around all day. Just pay attention to what the applicator's doing with the chemical and things like that, and you'll probably have a better understanding of what the job actually is.
Yeah, actually my first day here as an intern, I was with Brendan Hasty, and we got a flat on 465, which is a busy highway, and we kind of had to be pretty flexible and figure out how to get the tire changed safely, and still get the job done, but we managed to pull through, and I feel like just that, being flexible and working through our problems and getting it done, I feel like that really helped me kind of set me up for success for what I'm doing today.
It was probably within the first few weeks I started. We were doing a project revolving around the species Lingbia, and I just remember it was so interesting to learn about this species that I had never really heard of before. Learning about it from Dr. Baird was so cool. She really educated me on what it was, what we were doing, and it was just really cool to see a laboratory project go from beginning to end, and then at the end of the season to see us start to implement that research we were doing out in the field as well. Yeah, it was a very gradual transition. I feel like when I came back as a full-time employee, it was still a little bit similar to interning, where I was doing a lot of those things I had done in my internship, but then just gradually taking on more and more responsibility.
Definitely the responsibility, just because when you're an intern, you know, you're basically relying on somebody else to kind of show you what you're doing and going through the motions for you. But then as you go full time, you get more of that responsibility put on you. I really feel like the transition wasn't that bad because, I mean, the whole year you're an intern, or even longer for some people, you know, you're kind of watching and learning as you go, and you kind of learn what to expect. So it's not like it shocks you all at once. You know what you're getting into, you know what you're signing up for. So it's a pretty smooth transition, at least for me, I would say. The work environment. I mean, just everybody gets along. I have a lot in common with all my coworkers. You know, we even hang out after work and stuff. You know, it's just that camaraderie that we all have. I mean, I know it sounds cliche, but you're kind of like a family. You know, I think that really drove me to want to pursue a career here.
A lot of the applicators are my age, so we get along very well. We have a good coworker relationship. Some of them are even, I would consider, friends.
The one big thing we work on, and I'd like to see over the next 5 years, is better educating our customers and our employees. And I feel like I've been here long enough time that I could be a big help in doing that.
I think long term, I will always say that it's my goal to have a species of algae named after me, but I don't think that's going to happen in the next 5 years, but it's still a goal career-wise. But in all seriousness, I think I would just like to see that we're still using data and research and analysis to really change how lake management is done, making sure it's really efficient for everyone involved, whether it's our applicators or the customers at the end of the day.
If you are interested in starting your career in lake management, check out aquaticcontrol.com/careers to learn more. Thank you for watching Aquatic Control. If you haven't already, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this.